Hello, everyone, and welcome to our comprehensive guide on a topic that often brings more questions than answers: dietary supplements and vitamins for seniors. As we gracefully age, our bodies undergo numerous changes, and so do our nutritional needs. It's a natural part of life, but it can also lead to confusion about what our bodies truly require to stay healthy and vibrant. Perhaps you've seen countless advertisements for various supplements, or maybe you've heard friends and family discussing what they take. The sheer volume of information, and sometimes misinformation, can be overwhelming. You might be wondering, do I really need these? Are they safe? Which ones are truly beneficial and which are just a waste of money? These are all valid and important questions. Our goal today is to cut through the noise and provide you with clear, evidence-based, and practical information. We want to empower you to make informed decisions about your health and well-being. This video is designed to be a thorough resource, covering everything from understanding why nutritional needs change with age, to identifying key vitamins and minerals, to the critical importance of a food-first approach, and knowing when and how to consider supplementation safely and effectively. We'll also delve into preventive strategies and long-term health, ensuring you have a holistic view. Remember, your health journey is unique, and while we'll provide general guidance, it's always crucial to tailor decisions to your personal circumstances. So let's embark on this journey together, armed with knowledge and a focus on what truly supports a healthy and fulfilling life in your senior years. As we age, our bodies undergo a series of transformations that profoundly impact our nutritional requirements. It's not just about getting older. It's about a complex interplay of physiological changes, lifestyle factors, and sometimes the medications we take. Understanding these changes is the first step towards making informed decisions about our diet and whether supplements might be beneficial. Let's explore some key reasons why nutritional needs shift for seniors. Firstly, our metabolism tends to slow down. This means we often require fewer calories to maintain our weight. However, while our caloric needs decrease, our need for essential nutrients often remains the same, or in some cases, even increases. This creates a challenge: how to get enough vital vitamins and minerals from fewer calories. Secondly, absorption of nutrients can become less efficient. For instance, the stomach often produces less acid as we age, which can impair the absorption of vitamin B12 and some minerals like calcium and iron. This is a common and significant factor leading to deficiencies. Thirdly, our appetite and sense of taste and smell can diminish. Food might seem less appealing, leading to a reduced intake of essential foods. Dental problems, difficulty chewing or swallowing, or even digestive discomfort can further complicate eating a varied and nutritious diet. Loneliness and social isolation can also play a role, as cooking and eating alone can be less motivating. Fourthly, medications are a significant consideration. Many commonly prescribed medications for chronic conditions, such as those for high blood pressure, diabetes, or arthritis, can interfere with nutrient absorption, increase nutrient excretion, or reduce appetite. It's a complex web, and understanding your medication's potential impact on your nutritional status is crucial. Fifth, chronic health conditions themselves can increase nutrient demands or affect how nutrients are utilized. Conditions like diabetes, kidney disease, or inflammatory bowel disease can all impact nutritional status. Lastly, reduced mobility or physical activity can also indirectly affect nutrition. Less activity can lead to a reduced appetite, and difficulty shopping or preparing meals can further limit access to fresh, nutritious foods. With these changes in mind, certain nutrient deficiencies become more common among seniors. Let's touch upon some of the most prevalent ones. Vitamin D deficiency is widespread, largely due to reduced sun exposure, decreased skin synthesis of vitamin D, and often inadequate dietary intake. It's crucial for bone health, immune function, and mood. Vitamin B12 deficiency is another common concern, primarily due to impaired absorption as mentioned earlier. It's vital for nerve function and red blood cell formation, and deficiency can lead to fatigue, weakness, and cognitive issues. Calcium deficiency often goes hand in hand with vitamin D deficiency and is a major contributor to osteoporosis and bone fractures. Iron deficiency, while less common in older men, can be prevalent in older women or those with chronic blood loss. It leads to anemia, causing fatigue and weakness. Zinc deficiency can impair immune function and wound healing. Omega-3 fatty acids, important for heart and brain health, are often lacking in diets that don't regularly include fatty fish. Magnesium, crucial for muscle and nerve function, can also be low. The symptoms of these deficiencies can often be subtle and easily mistaken for normal signs of aging. You might experience persistent fatigue, unexplained muscle weakness, difficulty concentrating, memory lapses, brittle bones, frequent infections, or even changes in mood. For example, persistent fatigue could be due to B12 deficiency, iron deficiency, or even low vitamin D. Cognitive changes might be attributed to B12 or omega-3 deficiencies. Bone pain or weakness could indicate low calcium or vitamin D. It's important to differentiate these from typical aging processes. If you notice persistent or concerning symptoms, don't dismiss them as just old age. They could be signals from your body indicating a nutritional gap that can often be addressed. Being aware of these common deficiencies and their subtle signs is key. It empowers you to have better conversations with your healthcare provider and take proactive steps towards maintaining your health. Now that we understand why nutritional needs change and what common deficiencies exist, let's dive deeper into the specific vitamins and minerals that are particularly vital for seniors. We'll explore their roles, where to find them in food, and why supplementation might be considered. First, vitamin D. This is often called the sunshine vitamin, but for seniors, sun exposure alone is rarely enough. Our skin becomes less efficient at synthesizing vitamin D from sunlight as we age, and many seniors have limited outdoor time. Vitamin D is absolutely crucial for calcium absorption, making it essential for strong bones and preventing osteoporosis. But its importance extends far beyond bones. It plays a key role in immune function, reducing inflammation, and even maintaining mood. Low levels have been linked to increased risk of falls, certain cancers, and cardiovascular disease. Good food sources include fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and tuna, and fortified foods like milk, cereals, and orange juice. Given the challenges, many healthcare professionals recommend vitamin D supplementation for seniors, often in the range of 800 to 2,000 IU daily. But this should be determined by a doctor, based on blood levels. Next, vitamin B12. This vitamin is a powerhouse for nerve health and red blood cell formation, which affects everything from energy levels to cognitive function. The challenge for seniors isn't usually intake from food, but absorption. As mentioned, many older adults produce less stomach acid, which is necessary to separate B12 from the proteins in food. This makes dietary B12 harder to absorb. Deficiency can lead to pernicious anemia, nerve damage, memory loss, confusion, and fatigue. Excellent sources include meat, poultry, fish, eggs, and dairy products. For those with absorption issues, a B12 supplement, often in a sublingual, under-the-tongue form or through fortified foods, may be necessary. Your doctor can assess your levels. Third, calcium. This mineral is synonymous with strong bones and teeth, and rightly so. It's also vital for muscle contraction, nerve function, and blood clotting. As we age, especially for women post-menopause, bone density naturally declines, increasing the risk of osteoporosis. While dairy products are primary sources, fortified plant-based milks, dark leafy greens like kale, broccoli, and fortified cereals also contribute. However, many seniors don't get enough calcium from diet alone. When considering supplements, it's often taken with vitamin D for better absorption. Dosage should be carefully discussed with a doctor, as excessive calcium can have risks. Fourth, magnesium. Often overlooked, magnesium is involved in over 300 biochemical reactions in the body. It's critical for muscle and nerve function, blood glucose control, blood pressure regulation, and bone health. deficiency can manifest as muscle cramps, fatigue, anxiety, and irregular heartbeat. Rich food sources include leafy green vegetables, nuts, seeds, whole grains, and legumes. Due to common dietary patterns and medication interactions, many seniors may not get enough magnesium. Supplementation may be beneficial, but it's important to choose the right form and dose with professional guidance. Fifth, omega-3 fatty acids. These good fats are essential for heart health, brain function, and reducing inflammation throughout the body. They are particularly known for supporting cognitive health and reducing the risk of heart disease. The two main types are EPA and DHA, primarily found in fatty fish. Alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, is found in plant sources like flax seeds, chia seeds, and walnuts. But the body's conversion of ALA to EPA and DHA is inefficient. If you don't regularly consume fatty fish, an omega-3 supplement, fish oil, might be beneficial. Look for products that are third-party tested for purity and potency. Sixth, iron. Iron is essential for producing hemoglobin, the protein in red blood cells that carries oxygen throughout the body. Deficiency leads to anemia, causing fatigue, weakness, and shortness of breath. Food sources include red meat, poultry, fish, beans, lentils, and fortified cereals. While important, iron supplementation should only be taken if a deficiency is confirmed by a doctor, as too much iron can be harmful, especially for men and postmenopausal women, potentially leading to organ damage. Seventh, zinc. This trace mineral is a workhorse for the immune system, wound healing, and proper functioning of taste and smell. As taste and smell can diminish with age, adequate zinc is important for maintaining enjoyment of food. Sources include red meat, poultry, beans, nuts, and dairy products. Zinc deficiency can impair immune response, making seniors more susceptible to infections. However, like iron, excessive zinc can be detrimental and interfere with copper absorption. So, supplementation should be guided by a healthcare professional. Lastly, folate, vitamin B9. Folate is essential for cell division and DNA synthesis. It also plays a role in cognitive function and mood. Low folate levels can be associated with cognitive decline and depression. Food sources include leafy green vegetables, fruits, nuts, beans, and fortified grains. While typically obtained through diet, certain medications can interfere with folate absorption. A supplement might be considered if dietary intake is insufficient or if specific medical conditions warrant it. Fiber, while not a vitamin or mineral, is incredibly important for seniors. It aids digestion, prevents constipation, helps manage blood sugar levels, and can lower cholesterol. Found in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and legumes, many seniors don't consume enough. Increasing fiber through diet is always preferred, but some might benefit from fiber supplements. Each of these nutrients plays a unique and critical role. The key is to understand your body's specific needs and not to approach supplementation with a more is better mindset. It's about targeted support where it's truly needed. Understanding the vital nutrients is one piece of the puzzle, but how do you know what your body specifically needs? This section is dedicated to empowering you to assess your individual needs and, crucially, to prioritize a food-first approach. The truth is, not everyone needs supplements. Your unique dietary habits, health conditions, medications, and lifestyle all play a significant role in determining your nutritional status. The first step in assessing your needs is to have an honest look at your current diet. Are you regularly consuming a wide variety of fruits, vegetables, whole grains, lean proteins, and healthy fats? Or do you find yourself relying on processed foods, skipping meals, or eating the same few things day after day? Keeping a food diary for a few days can be incredibly insightful. It helps you identify patterns, strengths, and weaknesses in your dietary intake. This self-assessment is a powerful tool to begin with. Beyond your diet, consider your overall health. Do you have any chronic conditions? Are you taking multiple medications? Do you experience any persistent symptoms that we discussed earlier, such as fatigue, weakness, or cognitive changes? These factors provide clues about potential nutrient gaps. This brings us to the fundamental principle, the food-first approach. Our bodies are designed to absorb nutrients most effectively from whole foods. Whole foods contain a complex array of vitamins, minerals, fiber, and phytochemicals that work synergistically. This means they interact in ways that enhance each other's benefits, something that isolated supplements often cannot replicate. For example, an orange provides vitamin C, but also fiber, antioxidants, and other beneficial compounds that work together. A vitamin C pill provides just the ascorbic acid. Moreover, relying on food reduces the risk of consuming excessive amounts of a single nutrient, which can sometimes be harmful. Overdosing on certain vitamins or minerals through supplements is a real concern, whereas it's nearly impossible to get too much of a nutrient from food alone. So how can we truly implement this food-first approach in our daily lives? It starts with intentional meal planning. Aim for a colorful plate. Incorporate a rainbow of fruits and vegetables daily. Different colors often indicate different beneficial compounds. For instance, red berries are rich in antioxidants, while dark leafy greens are packed with vitamin K and folate. Prioritize lean proteins, such as fish, poultry, beans, and lentils. Protein is essential for maintaining muscle mass, which is crucial for seniors to prevent sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss, and maintain mobility. Include whole grains like oats, brown rice, and whole wheat bread for fiber and sustained energy. Don't forget healthy fats from avocados, nuts, seeds, and olive oil, which are important for brain health and nutrient absorption. Hydration is also a critical, yet often overlooked, component of a healthy diet. Many seniors don't drink enough water, which can lead to fatigue, confusion, and even impact digestive health. Aim for small, frequent sips of water throughout the day, even if you don't feel thirsty. Sometimes improving appetite can be a challenge. Try making meals more appealing with herbs and spices. Eating smaller, more frequent meals can also be easier on the digestive system and encourage greater intake. Consider nutrient-dense snacks like a handful of nuts, a piece of fruit with yogurt, or vegetable sticks with hummus. Remember, cooking and eating can also be a social activity. Sharing meals with family or friends can make eating more enjoyable and encourage better intake. If mobility or access to fresh foods is an issue, look into community meal programs, meal delivery services, or asking for help with grocery shopping. The goal is to create a sustainable, enjoyable eating pattern that provides the vast majority of your nutritional needs. Supplements should be seen as just that, supplements to a healthy diet, not replacements for it. They fill specific gaps rather than forming the foundation of your nutritional intake. Even with the best intentions and a commitment to a food-first approach, there are times when supplementation becomes a valuable or even essential component of a senior's health plan. This section will guide you through when to consider supplements, how to choose them wisely, and what precautions to take to ensure they genuinely support your health without causing harm. The absolute first and most critical step before considering any supplement is to consult with a healthcare professional. This includes your primary care physician and ideally a registered dietitian who specializes in geriatric nutrition. Why is this so crucial? Because they can perform a thorough assessment of your nutritional status, review your medical history, current medications, and lifestyle. They can order blood tests to identify specific deficiencies, such as low vitamin D, B12, or iron levels. Self-diagnosis and self-prescription of supplements can be risky. What might seem like a simple solution could interact negatively with your medications, worsen an existing condition, or mask a more serious underlying health issue. For example, taking too much iron without a confirmed deficiency can lead to iron overload, which is toxic to organs. High doses of certain vitamins can also cause problems. Once a deficiency is identified, or a specific need is determined, like for bone health or cognitive support, your healthcare provider can recommend appropriate supplements and dosages. This personalized guidance is invaluable. Now, let's talk about choosing quality supplements. The supplement industry is vast and not as strictly regulated as pharmaceutical drugs. This means there can be significant variations in quality,
purity, and potency among different brands. How can you navigate this landscape? First, look for third-party certifications.
Organizations like USP, United States Pharmacopoeia, NSF International, and ConsumerLab.com independently test supplements to verify that they contain what the label claims, are free of harmful contaminants, and will dissolve properly. A seal from one of these organizations on the product label provides a strong indication of quality. Second, choose reputable brands. While certification is key, established brands with a history of quality control and transparency are generally a safer bet. Do some research online, read reviews, but also be wary of exaggerated claims. Third, understand the form of the nutrient. For example, some forms of magnesium are better absorbed than others. Your healthcare provider or pharmacist can advise on the most bioavailable forms. Fourth, be cautious of proprietary blends. These often list ingredients without specifying the exact amount of each, making it impossible to know if you're getting an effective dose. Dosage is another critical aspect. More is not better is a golden rule in supplementation. Taking higher doses than recommended can lead to toxicity, especially with fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K, which are stored in the body. Follow the dosage recommended by your doctor, not necessarily what's on the label, as labels are generalized. Potential interactions are a major concern for seniors. Supplements can interact with prescription medications, over-the-counter drugs, and even other supplements. For example, vitamin K can interfere with blood thinners like warfarin. St. John's wort can reduce the effectiveness of many medications. Calcium and iron supplements should often be taken at different times of the day because they can compete for absorption. Always inform your doctor and pharmacist about all supplements you are taking. They can check for potential interactions and advise on timing. Finally, let's highlight common pitfalls to avoid. The first is self-diagnosis based on internet searches or anecdotal advice. The second is assuming supplements are harmless simply because they are natural. Natural doesn't always mean safe or effective. The third is relying solely on supplements to fix an unhealthy diet. They are not a magic bullet for core eating habits. The fourth is ignoring side effects. If you start a new supplement and experience any unusual symptoms, stop taking it and contact your doctor. The journey to optimal health for seniors involves a careful balance. Supplements, when chosen wisely and used under professional guidance, can play a supportive role in filling nutritional gaps and addressing specific health concerns, but they should always be part of a broader, well-considered health strategy that prioritizes whole foods and professional medical advice. While we've focused heavily on diet and supplements, it's crucial to remember that optimal health in our senior years is a holistic endeavor. It extends beyond what we eat and ingest, encompassing our lifestyle choices, physical activity, mental well-being, and regular medical oversight. By adopting a comprehensive approach, we can significantly enhance our quality of life and reduce the risk of many age-related health issues. Let's explore some key prevention and long-term health strategies. First, and perhaps most impactful, is regular physical activity. It doesn't mean you need to run marathons. Even moderate activities like walking, swimming, gardening, or gentle yoga can make a profound difference. Physical activity that helps maintain muscle mass and bone density, which are critical for preventing falls and maintaining independence. It also improves cardiovascular health, boosts mood, enhances cognitive function, and can even stimulate appetite. Aim for a combination of aerobic exercises, strength training, and flexibility/balance exercises. Always consult your doctor before starting any new exercise regimen, especially if you have existing health conditions. Second, adequate hydration, as we touched upon earlier, cannot be overstated. Dehydration is a common problem among seniors, often due to a decreased sense of thirst, certain medications, or simply forgetting to drink enough. Dehydration can lead to fatigue, dizziness, confusion, and contribute to constipation. Keep a water bottle handy. Drink small amounts frequently throughout the day and incorporate hydrating foods like fruits and vegetables into your diet. Soups and herbal teas can also contribute to your fluid intake. Third, Prioritize social engagement and mental well-being. Loneliness and isolation are not just emotional burdens. They can also negatively impact physical health, including appetite and immune function. Staying connected with family, friends, and community groups can provide purpose, stimulate your mind, and encourage healthier habits. Engage in hobbies, volunteer work, or join clubs. Keeping your mind active through reading, puzzles, learning new skills, or engaging in stimulating conversations is just as important as physical exercise for cognitive health. Fourth, sufficient sleep is a cornerstone of good health at any age, but particularly for seniors. Quality sleep impacts everything from immune function to mood, memory, and energy levels. If you struggle with sleep, discuss it with your doctor. Establishing a regular sleep schedule, creating a comfortable sleep environment, and avoiding caffeine and heavy meals before bed can help. Fifth, regular medical checkups and screenings are vital for early detection and management of potential health issues. Your doctor can monitor your blood pressure, cholesterol, blood sugar, and bone density. These visits are also the perfect opportunity to discuss any new symptoms, medication changes, and of course, your nutritional status and supplement use. Open communication with your healthcare team is your best asset. Finally, embrace mindful eating, not just for nutrient intake, but for the sheer pleasure of it. Food is not just fuel, it's a source of enjoyment, culture, and connection. Savor your meals. Pay attention to hunger and fullness cues, and create a pleasant eating environment. This not only aids digestion, but also enhances your overall quality of life. By integrating these strategies into your daily routine, you create a powerful framework for long-term health and well-being. It's about building a lifestyle that nurtures every aspect of your being, allowing you to enjoy your senior years with vitality and purpose. We've covered a vast amount of information today, and I hope you feel more confident and informed about dietary supplements and vitamins for seniors. Let's quickly recap the key takeaways that we want you to remember. Firstly, understand that your nutritional needs evolve with age. Changes in metabolism, nutrient absorption, appetite, and the use of medications all play a role in this shift. These changes can make seniors more susceptible to certain nutrient deficiencies, such as vitamin D, B12, and calcium, among others. Secondly, always prioritize a food-first approach. Whole, unprocessed foods offer a complex array of nutrients that work synergistically, providing benefits that isolated supplements often cannot replicate. Focus on a colorful, varied diet rich in fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, whole grains, and healthy fats. Hydration and mindful eating are also crucial components of this foundation. Thirdly, treat supplements as just that, supplements to your diet, not replacements. They are powerful tools for targeted support, especially when a dietary gap is identified or a specific health condition requires it. However, the more is better mentality is often misguided and can even be harmful. Fourthly, and perhaps most importantly, professional guidance is indispensable. Always consult with your primary care physician and ideally a registered dietitian before starting any new supplement. They can assess your individual needs through blood tests and medical history, recommend appropriate dosages, and help you navigate potential interactions with your medications. They are your trusted partners in this journey. Fifthly, choose quality supplements by looking for third-party certifications like USP, NSF, and reputable brands, ensuring purity, potency, and safety.